Alright guys, very sad day for Mexican people, but it looks like Lucki and Playboi Carti are beefing. And once you find out what it's over, you're gonna be like, why? So I'm gonna explain how this started, what Carti did, and how Lucki responded. Of course, I'll go over some fan reactions as well. And by the way, a lot of people are forgetting how deep Lucki and Carti's relationship really is. I mean, it's not super deep, but there's definitely a lot of lore to it. So I'm gonna explain that as well as some of the other reasons why Carti may have just snapped on Lucki like this. So how did it start? Basically, Lucki went on his story and posted "Crosses Up," and you know, Playboi Carti just dropped "All Red," and I'll read you some of the lyrics. "Upside down, cross, cut on my neck, shut him up." So Carti thought by Lucki posting a story saying "Crosses Up," he was sneak dissing it.
Like I said from the jump, I don't dislike you. You think yesterday because I bought a chain and I said "Crosses Up" that I was sneak dissing you because you made a song and said "Upside down, cross, cut on my neck," but it wasn't that though. I was just...
So Carti went to his story and said, "Everybody's got a Jesus piece, but how clean is your jewelry?" basically. And if you don't know what a Jesus piece is, it's just a very iconic piece of jewelry in hip hop. Anyways, Carti didn't just stop there. He also shared some DMs with Lucki, and I'm not gonna lie, they're hilarious. So I'm gonna read them, alright? He said, "Oh my god, you made me buy a lamb truck after the Different Day video. Now I need whatever the super truck that was in this one. I love when you drop, bro. Make me better. These guys out here boring. New swag, new bag. Bash motherfucking Barty." Carti replied with 200 emojis for life. He then said, "I'm YVL. I don't care. LMAO. For real. This backroom brazy. My twin coming normal. Oh my god, you losing too, boy." And this is before the other ones. By the way, Carti did respond a little saying, "Pop it, then twin. That's hard." Lucki then said, "Straight out of Eliante closet. Keep running the world. It fits you. Feels good to be the inventors. All love. I'm done bothering you. Look at this, twin. LMA, I'm coming normal too. I better see you later or something." Oh my god. Basically, Lucki was glazing Carti like he's just like us. He's just like, you know, he was just showing a lot of love. And Carti was clearly like, "Yo, you're my dude, you're a fan, like blah, 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 like dick riding, this and that." But Lucki was just showing love, you know what I mean? But you know, you may be wondering, hey, why did he just snap on him like this? Well, you see, Lucki is a very like fan of the game, if that makes sense. Very big fan of the game. And he kind of just messes with anyone who he likes. For example, there was that one like week where he was just playing Netspend on his Instagram story, on his Instagram live, like he was just messing with it, you know what I mean? But you know, that was just me trying to explain. He'll really just mess with whoever's music he likes. However, not everything is as harmless as liking a Netspend song, I guess you could say. Recently, Lucki had Benji Bluebills open for him, and you know, if you don't know, it's kind of ironic, by the way, because Lucki was like glazing the Different Day video. In Different Day, Carti says, "I was looking for Benji." He was referring to Benji Bluebills, who's like his op or whatever. And you know, Lucki clearly with Benji Bluebills a lot, and Lucki's been messing with him for years too. It's not something new. He didn't just start doing this to piss off Carti. He just likes him. So clearly Carti, or not clearly, but obviously he feels some type of way about that. But it's not just that. Lucki's also, I won't even say just with, but has a pretty close relationship with Ken Carson, and Ken had beef, you know what I mean? Lucki also was beefing with Destroy Lonely. So you know, there are multiple reasons. I would just say this was probably like the last straw. Carti was probably just high and was, you know what I mean? He just spazzed out. But that wasn't it, you know? He didn't just post some screenshots of Lucki glazing. And by the way, they thought this was hilarious. Dude's a fan, no chance Lucki's that fanned out. And by the way, Carti definitely deleted some messages. So when Lucki made Super Urus, he didn't have a Urus. Bro gotta chill, he might get pregnant. This is S-level glazing. The quadruple text followed up with the triple and a paragraph is testy work. Carti then flexed the watch. That was definitely very expensive. But he also said something else. He said, "You should have signed to Opium. This little twin shit. He deserved everything. I'm happy as for real." And Ken Carson reposted it. By the way, it's just a car that Lucki can easily afford. So yeah, I don't really think that means anything. I feel like everyone here agrees that Lucki is bigger than Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely combined. If he had signed to Opium, it just wouldn't even make sense. But anyways, Lucki decided to eventually respond to Playboi Carti on his story. And here it is.
Like, I just bought a chain and I was saying "Crosses Up." You just insecure because you don't love Jesus like that. You're not a Jesus. No. No. Don't be no Jesus lover now. You just don't love Jesus. You just don't love Jesus. You just don't love Jesus. But if we want to have a Jesus loving competition, I'm all.
So he basically said, you're just insecure, you have like a guilty conscience, whatever, because I said this, you took it as this, because, you know, you're feeling that type of way about yourself. I guess you could say that. Kind of interesting is that both the Lucki and Playboi Carti are neither like Jesus lovers or like Satan worshippers, if that makes sense. Anyways, Lucki would then go on his Twitter and make a bunch of tweets. He said, LMAO, I swear I was just happy, bro. I was dressing regular. Bash Barty forever my heart. He said bro was dressing regular, like Carti. So he was happy Carti wasn't on any gay shit, basically. I'll never hate that person. I slept on the floor with him. But Mr. Evil Vampire, non-Jesus lover, is not my kind of guy. By the way, Lucki has interviews where he said Carti taught him how to rap on New School beats. And he's shown so much love to him. Crazy amount. And he said, and I'm still YVL. I literally just woke up an hour ago. Man, he really doesn't give a fuck. That's what's so funny about this. Someone said, you not YVL. We kicked you out. This shit. Nah, bro. You've been woke all day. It's no way you're a vamp. Yeah, Lucki's funny as hell. And Mason Margella, probably the top one opium glazer, said, bitch, you ain't no vamp. You ain't got no swag, no rigs, no dark clothes. You not on them opiates. Your lifestyle is taking lean and falling asleep like a fat whale. You ain't ever made a single hoe come. You'll never fly like us. 00 gang don't with you. We ain't a frat. You're not a part of us. Damn, I'm sure Lucki really got his feelings hurt after that one. Anyways, someone said, man, if you don't fight back, he said, it's nothing to fight back over. My old friend posted our messages because I love Jesus more than him. Just trolling. He said, bruh, you guys gotta be on the craziest acid trip right now. He then said, Zach Bia at Twitter bots. I don't know why Zach Bia caught a stray. Someone said, Carti would have paid you an aura. Laughed a lot. That guy posted a single car and said that's why somebody should sign to him. And a guy reposted it proud. That's the funniest ever. Oh my dear Jesus Christ, who I love so much. Dang, he's just, don't nobody want to do nothing to each other. So this better stay on the internet like how it is. I've been in Atlanta since tour ended. Vibing with a capital B. Dang. By the way, Carti also said I should wear this Cuban, just the flex. And he also posted a picture with Lucki's baby mom, who, by the way, you're a fan of Lucki, he embarrasses the fuck about out of him like every 6 months, so nothing new. To me, the funniest thing about all of this was Filthy involved himself and also reposted that car story. And Filthy and Lucki literally have an album together, and we're like, cool. So it sounds like Carti was like, yo. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of lame on Filthy's behalf. Filthy always seemed like a chill, fun, cool guy. This is the first time I've ever seen him like involve himself in some sort of beef. So yeah, I don't know. And honestly, what I found the most interesting is just how strong Lucki's fan base is. Like, I feel like everyone kind of just entertained this beef, but no one gives a fuck like that. Playboi Carti said that shit. Look at this one tweet. This ain't really got shit to do with the beef, but I'ma always love how Lucki's just a fan of the game. He's not embarrassed to show how much he loves other people's music, and that's inspiring. You know, what's really interesting to me, and I'm gonna go over some more of the fan reactions just cause, but like, to me, Carti and Lucki are the complete opposite type of artists, so their personalities are the complete opposite, you know? Carti on one hand is like too cool. You can tell is definitely like an asshole, mysterious, this, that, like has to do all this, like cares about his image like crazy. Whereas Lucki is the complete opposite. Doesn't give a fuck, like, you know what I mean? Just chills, does whatever, don't love to whoever, doesn't care about any of those external things, and just makes good music and like interacts with his fans like crazy. You can just tell he's a super cool guy, like he's just messing with everyone. So to me, like these two guys beefing, like it's like they're Pokemon and they just have like a complete different, like, sorry, I don't know anything about Pokemon, but I used to know when I was little. I forgot, I was gonna say something that was gonna make sense, but I swear it was gonna make sense. But what I was saying is like the way they speak on the internet is so opposite of one another that it just doesn't even, like, I feel like they weren't even really able to like go at it, because like Carti was trying to be on some cool shit and be like, bro, like blah blah blah, is this yours, do you have this, and like everyone knows Lucki is rich as fuck. Everyone knows Carti is rich as fuck, definitely richer, so like it didn't matter. And then Lucki was just, he didn't even take it seriously. He was just laughing the time, he was just trolling back, he was just trolling the entire time, like he didn't give a fuck. Like, and I think this was amazing because he's kind of just saying like none of this even matters, and that kind of takes away all the power from Carti, because Carti was definitely trying to like embarrass the out of Lucki. But you know, people were making jokes, and I'll show that a little later too, but no one actually is like, oh my god, Lucki, you lost so much aura. Where on the other hand, if someone did that to Carti, oh my god, that would be horrendous. That'd be horrible for him. Not that I don't think he even shows love like that on the internet, but I'm just trying to make a point. The other thing too about like the whole you should have signed to opium, this, that, I feel like Carti kind of just expected some type of loyalty out of him for some reason. I don't know why. He didn't care. Like, what did he expect? Another thing Lucki also said, which kind of applied to Carti with his beef with Destroy Lonely, was he said, yo, he said, I think you guys want like convenient ops because I'm from Chicago and Benji Bluebills is from South Carolina and you guys live in Atlanta. So yeah. Anyways, here's what people on Reddit had to say about Filthy reposting the car. This is just corny now. They're ganging up on him over some literal dumb. Daddy made the call. They're acting like Lucki don't got his own. And this one person made a really good point, which the same cannot be said about Filthy, Ken, or Lone. If it wasn't for Carti, Filthy would still be dropping tapes with Cray, Ken would be at Summer's level, and Lone would be collabing with Nezus. So he said, I ain't even gotta mention Homicide Gang because they would be locked up or dead if it wasn't for Carti moving them out the hood. All right, so first of all, Ken Carson would not be on Summer's level. He would just be a guy because Carti like put him on like that. And honestly, this was a really, really good point. I feel like Carti, it's clear that he likes to have like this control over everyone around him. I mean, he literally put them in a cage one time and performed on top. Like that was, come on. And I remember when Can and Ken were beefing, Lone, I think he said that. But yeah, basically Lucki has no one to answer. He doesn't really need Carti. Whereas Filthy and these other guys, they have to definitely play in a certain, you know, to make sure, you know, Carti's happy with them. Other people were also saying like, yo, Ken was saying Lucki was the one who should have signed to Opium. First of all, that would have never fit. Totally agree with that person. Apparently it was towards Young KO or Sofago. But yeah, Lucki signing to Opium would just make no sense whatsoever. Here's what fans had to say towards the DMs though. I better see you later. So yeah, that was funny as I'm not gonna lie. Lucki, a grown man texting Carti like he's his daddy. He was definitely on some good drugs. LMAO, I'm coming normal too. It's crazy slurping. Nah, this is insane. Come on, Tune. I hope y'all are drooling. Carti definitely unsent some message. Not Carti wrong for posting this. Caught glazing in 8K. The last one is so sad. Lucki doing what we do to Carti. I'm dead, bro. That's what I was saying. He's literally like us. There's also this funny tweet that Benji Bluebills tweeted. We all have our differences, but we can all agree that Lil 88 is a bitch. If I didn't say yet, basically Lucki posted some shit about like being YVL and Lil 88 said, you not YVL. Like, bro, obviously he was joking. You didn't need to. Someone else said, can somebody call Future? His son's acting like a goddamn fool on the timeline. You don't know. Another person Lucki has banned out over publicly is Future, except I guess it's just publicly acceptable. Anyways, back to the Jesus loving thing. If we want to have a Jesus loving competition, I'm all for it. That's something that Lucki said, by the way. I think Lucki would win. I think Lucki definitely loves Jesus more. Like Carti's just done too much devil shit. I think at the end of the day, like all the upside down cross shit, the black shit, all that he does, it's just for branding at the end of the day. Not like maybe he is a Satanist, probably just not. Lastly, I would just say I'm really like curious to know what the real reason why Carti did this, because first of all, Carti is like dormant on social media for 360 out of 365 days. He only posts like this a couple days every like 2-3 years, you know what I mean, or a year or two, and causes like uproar. So he knew what he was doing by doing this. He knew he would be giving Lucki attention. I don't think he had the gotcha moment like he thought he would, but he definitely knew what he was doing. I'm very interested to see if like, was that promo for like something? Did that help him? Was he just trying to like act cool? I think Carti ever since 2020 and the whole lot of red shit has been trying to like act, I don't know. It's funny because, you know, people will make fun of Summers for doing this, but Carti low-key does the exact same thing. Carti grew up in a nice household and he wasn't like he didn't grow up in the hood or anything. He grew up in a nice neighborhood and now he's becoming street and you know, and you know, people make fun of Summers for doing the same thing. And what's actually interesting, Summers actually grew up in a very rough environment. Carti didn't even do that, but Carti doesn't really get shit for trying to act like hard. That makes sense. So I think this is just another like one of those shenanigans, you know, trying to beef with the henchmen and trying to become like Homicide and create this whole street persona to you know what I mean? I personally don't even think Carti needs it. He always appealed to like the fashion type. I don't even think people think he's cool for that. Let me know if you do. I just don't think he does. I would also say that like it's getting lamer and lamer as it goes on. I feel like everyone's kind of over Carti's persona of like, oh my god, you know, bro. But at least he said something. At least he said something. But yeah, no. I wonder how many people got Urises this Carti had. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not even into cars, but I always thought Urises were like kind of ugly. When I saw in that video, I was like, you know what? They're actually not too bad. So kind of do get what Lucki was saying. Obviously, come by Urus. Yeah. Anyways, let me know what you think. Embarrassing. Do you think the whole thing was just insanely stupid? Because that's what I think. Yeah. Anyways, have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Bye.